It is exploding, violence flaring, bullets loading. Stop, children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
The 1960s weren't just the age of timeless melodies, they were also the age of songs that stirred up social unrest. They were criticized, banned from broadcast, and became the focus of countless controversies. But the more they were opposed, the further they resonated, becoming the voice of a generation yearning for freedom and change. Today, let's look back at some of the most controversial songs of the 1960s, music that challenged boundaries and made history. The 12 songs below transcended the boundaries of music to become cultural icons of the 1960s. Number 1. Sympathy for the Devil, The Rolling Stones, 1968.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm May.
If the devil could tell a story, what would he say about human history? That was the bold question Mick Jagger asked himself after reading The Master and Margarita. Instead of writing about heroes or saints, he chose an unexpected narrator, the devil himself. Inspired by the novel, Jagger retold some of humanity's darkest moments through the eyes of a mysterious figure who claims to have witnessed them all.
Hope you guess my name. Ah, yeah.
When Sympathy for the Devil was released, many religious groups accused the Rolling Stones of promoting Satanism. Yet beneath its shocking surface lay a deeper message. The song isn't really about the devil, it's about the cruelty, violence, and destruction created by human beings. And that is why it remains one of the greatest storytelling masterpieces in rock history. Number 2, Eve of Destruction, a Barry Maguire 1965.
Me over and over and over again.
In 1965, fears of war and nuclear catastrophe hung heavily over the world. Many believed humanity was moving dangerously close to the edge. Out of that anxiety came Eve of Destruction, a song that sounded less like entertainment and more like a warning siren. Through Barry Maguire's rough, worried voice, the song painted a picture of a world spiraling towards self-destruction.
And marches alone can't bring integration when human.
Its bleak lyrics shocked many listeners. Several radio stations refused to play it, while critics argued that it spread fear and weakened patriotism. But for countless young people, it simply reflected the reality they saw around them every day. Despite the controversy, the song climbed to number 1 and became one of the most debated anti-war songs ever recorded. Number 3, Fortunate Son, Creedence Clearwater Revival, 1969. By the late 1960s, thousands of working-class American young men were being sent to fight in Vietnam, while many from wealthy and influential families found ways to avoid military service. John Fogerty saw that imbalance and felt a deep sense of injustice. He wrote Fortunate Son as a fierce protest against privilege and inequality. Many listeners mistakenly viewed it as an attack on the military. In reality, it was a criticism of a system that placed the burden of war on those with the fewest advantages. More than half a century later, its message remains as powerful and relevant as ever. Number 4, Revolution, The Beatles, 1968. As protests and revolutionary movements swept across the globe in 1968, John Lennon found himself wrestling with a difficult question: could meaningful change happen without violence? That question became Revolution. Lennon's position sparked controversy from every direction. Activists on the left thought he was too cautious, while conservatives viewed him as dangerously radical. Yet it was this tension that gave the song its lasting power, transforming it into one of the Beatles' most memorable political statements. Number 5, White Rabbit, Jefferson Airplane, 1967.
One pill makes you larger.
During the Summer of Love in 1967, San Francisco became the center of a cultural revolution fueled by music, freedom, and experimentation. Amid that atmosphere, Grace Slick revisited Alice's adventures in Wonderland through the eyes of a generation eager to explore new possibilities and expand consciousness.
I think
The result was White Rabbit. Its dreamlike imagery quickly led many listeners to associate the song with LSD and psychedelic drugs, sparking controversy across America. Yet the more controversial it became, the more it captured the spirit of the era. White Rabbit ultimately became one of the defining anthems of the Summer of Love, a colorful dream of freedom, rebellion, and youth. Number 6. Street Fighting Man, The Rolling Stones, 1968. The year 1968 was marked protests, unrest, and demands for change around the world. After witnessing anti-war demonstrations in London, Mick Jagger channeled the anger and frustration of the moment into Street Fighting Man. The song reflected the growing sense of dissatisfaction among young people who felt ignored by those in power.
The time is right for a violent revolution.
Following the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr., several American radio stations refused to play the record, fearing it might encourage violence. Instead, it became a powerful voice for a generation that no longer wanted to remain silent. Number 7. Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud, James Brown, 1968.
Say it loud. Say it loud.
After years of civil rights struggles and profound social change, James Brown wanted to deliver a simple but powerful message: be proud of who you are. When the words "I'm black and I'm proud" echoed through the song, they became more than lyrics. They became a declaration of dignity, identity, and self-respect.
You know, all the work I did was for the other man. Now we the man's a chance.
Although controversial at the time, the song inspired millions and became a landmark moment in the history of the American civil rights movement. Number 8, I-Feel-Like-I'm-Fixin to Die Rag, Country Joe and the Fish, 1967.
It's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't get.
As the Vietnam War claimed more lives in 1967, Country Joe McDonald chose satire as his weapon. I Feel Like I'm Fixin to Die Rag mocked the rhetoric surrounding the war, but beneath its humor lay deep frustration and heartbreak.
What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. The next stop is Vietnam.
Many critics labeled it unpatriotic, yet for countless young Americans, it expressed exactly how they felt. The song became one of the most recognizable voices of the anti-war movement and remains a defining symbol of the era. Number 9, I Can't Get No Satisfaction, The Rolling Stones, 1965. In 1965, Western society was being transformed by consumer culture, advertising, and growing prosperity. But amid all the excitement, the Rolling Stones gave voice to something very different: dissatisfaction. The story began one night when Keith Richards woke from sleep and recorded a short guitar riff before falling asleep again. He had no idea those few notes would become one of the most famous riffs in music history. With provocative lyrics and bold undertones, the song quickly attracted controversy. Some radio stations refused to play it, while many parents saw it as a symbol of youthful rebellion. Young listeners, however, embraced its honesty. Satisfaction turned the Rolling Stones into the face of a generation that refused to conform. Even today, those opening guitar notes are instantly recognizable around the world. Number 10, For What It's Worth, Buffalo Springfield, 1966.
Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
In the autumn of 1966, clashes between police and young people along Sunset Strip revealed a growing divide between generations. Witnessing these events, Stephen Stills sat down and wrote For What It's Worth. The song wasn't about a distant war, it was about tension, distrust, and uncertainty unfolding on American streets.
Now stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going.
When it was released, many listeners assumed it was an anti-war anthem. In truth, it reflected the widening gap between young people and authority figures. With its unforgettable opening line, "There's something happening here," the song quickly became one of the defining soundtracks of the decade. Today, its haunting melody still evokes the anxiety, skepticism, and hope for change that defined the 1960s. Every era has its songs that force people to stop, listen, and think. The 1960s had more than its share. These weren't just hit records. They were the voices of a generation questioning war, freedom, authority, and the rapidly changing world around them. Some were banned from radio stations. Some sparked outrage among parents and politicians. Others ignited debates that stretched far beyond the music itself, yet it was that very controversy that gave these songs their lasting power. More than half a century later, the world has changed, but these records continue to resonate. They remain powerful reminders of a decade filled with protest, hope, fear, and transformation. They captured the spirit of their time and in many ways helped shape it. Because music doesn't simply reflect history, sometimes it helps make history. And that's why the most controversial songs of the 1960s are still being played, discussed, and remembered today.